Welcome back to an episode of Let's Build Twitter in episode 131. As always, if you guys do want to catch these episodes live being recorded, I am trying to live stream every Tuesday and Thursday around 9 p.m. Central Time. And if you do want access to Private Repository, there is a link in the description down below that walks you through exactly how to gain access to that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about what we worked on today. In this episode, we continue working on the scheduled post modal by adding in some of the logic for the dropdowns inside the modal. We make the dropdowns have the ability to have default values based on what the current scheduled date and time is. Then we go ahead and create some of the update functions for the dropdowns, specifically for the month and the date. We'll come back later and work on the other ones. Finally, we wrap up by setting up a raw function that allows us to display the date and time on the top of the modal for when the post is going to be scheduled. As always, I'm Ethan Uncoder, and let's hop straight into development. We need to get the date here. We need to fill in this stuff with dates and times and whatnot. For the time being, we're just going to kind of work on this, see where it goes. I'm hoping to get a few more episodes here edited. Obviously, I've been out for a while, so I haven't had time to work on this. So let's go ahead and do that. So first thing we'll do, we'll go ahead and work on this top part with the whatever this thing is and so on and so forth. So back into the code. Let's go ahead and do a const set schedule date. Const. We'll say scheduled date and set scheduled date. Put a use state, and then this will take in the date, and it'll start out as a new date. So whenever we open this up, we'll just start out as the current date, brand new date. So what we're gonna need to do is, based on the drop down that we do, it's gonna have to update that scheduled date by setting the day, month, year, yada yada yada. Data is equal to, I think we just say scheduled date dot get month. I think we just pass in the actual number in there. Let's say +1, I guess. And we should be able to update this and stuff whenever we start going. Then obviously it's scuffed right now because the dispatch isn't doing anything. So we need to update the dispatcher. So what we can say is const, this is gonna have a name, I guess. So const, we're going to say updates and scheduled date. What we're going to go ahead and do is equal to this, and this needs a name string, and it needs a value string number boolean. Value string number or boolean. Okay. And whoops, the ors. Or string or number or boolean, and I don't think it returns anything. I think it's a void. Yes, so then we can go ahead and pass this as update scheduled date. If name is equal to month, is it type of, and then value equal to number. Looks like that's right. And then we'll say set scheduled date to scheduled date. TypeScript price still isn't going to work, but dot set, we're going to set the month to the value. If we say let date copy equal to new date, and then pass in scheduled date. Date copy dot set, and then we're gonna go ahead and set the month to value. We're gonna pass the date copy. So this is a little bit gross, and maybe there's a better way to do this. I'm not sure, but we want to go ahead and set that scheduled date. Then let's see, refresh. When we pop this open, you see it's December. So let's say month and type of value number 1. Let's try this again. Let's refresh. Pop this open. Okay, that's no bueno. Let's say schedule date.get month equal to new date dot get month. If that's the case, it'll be scheduled date dot get month plus 1. Otherwise, it'd be scheduled date dot get month. Except it doesn't. Oh, this should be get date. So if the date is the same, still, we'll go ahead and say that. Otherwise, we'll do something different. So it says December. Let's refresh. It says December. We changed it to December. Still says December. January, February. Okay, it's ugly, but it works. Changing the month is good. So now if the name is equal to day and type of the value equal to number. Now this one I believe is probably fine. I'll go ahead and say let date copy equal to new date. Then we'll pass in that schedule date. And we'll say date copy. We fix this date copy. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to say let date copy equal to new date. We're going to pass in scheduled date here just to make it a little bit cleaner so I'm not writing this a million times. So date copy dot set, and this is going to be date, and this is going to be value, and we're going to say schedule date that date copy maybe like so. So now if we change that, we should, I think, be able to go ahead and say a scheduled date dot get, and then we're going to say get date. I don't think we have to add +1 or anything to this one. Whoops. We wanted to, I guess let's actually just add update scheduled date there, and then we want data is equal to scheduled date. Whoops. Dot get date. So okay, so let's double check this now. So 5th, that's good. We want it to be scheduled the 1st. That's good. Now I'm guessing that we can't do in the past. And then year only goes up to 3 years. I'm gonna get rid of get years here. Guess we don't need get months either. So this should probably also be, well, this one's kind of special, I guess. So for the drop down, let's go ahead and make a new folder. We'll go ahead and call this schedule post utils, a new file, schedule post utils.tsx. Yeah, we want tsx, I think. Export const get schedule years, and this will be simple. I believe this will return jsx dot elements. Oops, elements array, and it won't take anything in. It's just going to return. Basically, going to look at the current date. So let current date equal to new date. And then we're going to go ahead and say let's current. Actually, we could just go ahead and say let current year equal to new date dot get year. Oops, new date dot get full year, like so. So then we have the year, and then we'll say let options equal to an empty array, and this options will be a JSX element, like so. Let's just go ahead and grab this option really quick, and then inside of post utils, we're going to say for let I equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus. This is going to be very dead simple. I'm going to say options dot push, and we're going to push one of these options. Oh, this should be an array. Go. Return our options. And so I, since a value I, this is going to be current year plus I. And the key is going to be the same thing. Key is going to be current year plus I. The value that goes in is current year plus I. We can go ahead and return that. And I did this wrong. Let me fix this. JSX element array, and we're exporting it. So now we can go ahead and import what we called this get schedule year. So get schedule years, and let's go ahead and import that. And now we should only see 3 years. And I have Twitter open on the side, although they do this backwards. So we let I equal to 2, I is greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. Save that. That'll fix that up. Get years. I don't know why I threw get years in here anyway. Get rid of that, and we'll do one of these. Although, yeah, we need to return an array options. Oops. Dispatcher obviously isn't updated yet, but let's just make sure the schedule years works. So starts out that. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna do something similar again. So we are gonna have our data equal to, we're gonna say schedule date dot get full year. So we are gonna start out with the current year, and then it's gonna be backwards. I'm not gonna add in the blank one because I think it's kind of dumb, and it's my party. I can cry if I want to, type of thing. So cool, that looks good. Inside of our, where'd our util go? Let's go ahead and say export const get schedule hour. I have no idea how to set AM PM, so we'll say get schedule hours equal to, and this will be a JSX elements, and do that. And then so here what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're just gonna say let options, and let options be a JSX.elements array equal to an element array. And then we'll go ahead and say for let I equal to 1, and I is less than 13, I plus plus. We could have done this a different way. Options.push, and we're going to push option with the value equal to I. So it's going to be dead simple. E equal to I, and then it's just gonna have I inside of it. We'll return the options. Okay, export const get schedule minutes. Same thing. JSX. If I could type, that'd be really cool. Elements. Then this, and then again let options JSX.elements array equal, if I could type, equal to that, and then for let I, this one can equal to 0, so let I equal to 0. I is less than 60, I plus plus. And here we'll go ahead and say options.push. And again, this is just the easiest way to do this. Option value equal to I. Although I bet this one says 0, 0, doesn't it? Value key equal to I. And then inside there'll be an I. Like so. Again, go ahead and return this. Return options. And then export const get AM PM. This one's super dead simple. This one we probably don't even need to do. I probably could have just made a array of 2, but it is what it is. let options be a JSX elements array. That we'll just say options dot push. Whoops. We fix this to options dot push, and we'll do an option. And honestly, I could have just done this inline up there, but it is what it is. Value will equal. You just do this. I'm assuming this is the top one. I'm not sure it is what it is. I'm not that worried about it. Key is equal to AM, and then inside it'll say AM. We'll do the same thing for PM. So copy this, paste it. So option will be PM. If I could type PM, key will be PM. This will say PM. Of course, we'll return this. Return our options array. Now we can go ahead and just do the same thing if I click on the right thing. So now, for hour, for drop down, we're gonna say get schedule hours. For the days, we'll say get schedule. This should be minutes actually. Schedule minutes. Then for AM PM, we'll say get schedule. Or actually, this is get AM PM. So now we should at least have drop downs working. So we pop in here. Well, not really working. Okay, I messed up the hour. So I forgot my curly brace on. Where did I forget my curly brace? From my curly brace here. That okay. Go hour. Now of course 1 through 12. I honestly like it better without the thing on the top. Is back inside of PostgreSQL, we can say if the I is less than 10, we're gonna say options.push. Let's throw an else here. And it's a stylistic thing, so the value can still be 0, but we'll add a 0 in front. So I think that might look better. So 0, 0. Yeah. Cool, that works perfectly, but the value is still just like 0, 1. But let's see here. So now let's go ahead and set up the data for these just so that they look better. So data equal to, so this one is hour, so this one should just be schedule date.get, and we should be able to get hours on this one. Now I'm a little bit concerned about the AM PM, so we'll see what happens here. Data equal to be schedule date.get minutes. So probably mod 24 this. Going out of the range. We want to mod 12. There we go. And that's how we can get AM or PM, right? So if we want it to be PM, then so data, that's going to be ugly, equal to, this will be scheduled, scheduled date dot get hours. And this will be divided by 2, divided by 12, greater than 0, question mark. It'll be PM, otherwise it'll be AM. Does that work? So PM. There we go. All right. So that is us setting up our correct date and everything. And then here we need to set this up. And this is actually pretty simple, I believe. So let's say, and how do we want to do this? I mean, I think it would probably be best just to do this const generate date string. The AM PM thing will be a little bit funky. We'll see. Although it might be kind of easy. We'll see. So generate date string. We'll do this. So the date string. So we'll say return. Actually say const month is equal to months, and then we'll say scheduled date dot get, this is month, +1, And then dot, what slice or substring? This one returns a string, so sure, we'll slice it. We'll slice it from 0 to 2. And then const day equal to, I think I need to go ahead and do this because I don't think I have this on inside the date utils months. So inside of the scheduled post utils, go ahead and say, whoops, for const days equal to, I think we start on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll go ahead and import this. So here, day will be days scheduled date dot get day. We don't need to slice that one because we already have it set up. We already have the date, the year. We have the hours, which will have to be modded. So const hours is equal to scheduled date dot get hours, and then this will be mod 12. Const minutes equal to scheduled date dot get minutes, and then const am PM equal to scheduled date dot get hours divided by 12 is greater than 1 or greater than 0. And if that's the case, it'll be PM. Otherwise, it'll be AM. And of course, we still need to set up the update schedule date, but at least we can make this look pretty. Return backticks, and this is going to be $month, comma, so no, this is day, comma, $curly brace month, and then this will be, we need date, so let's go ahead and say const date is equal to actually day of month. We had this issue before, is equal to scheduled date dot get date. And we could have done this differently. I'm just trying to make it look a little bit prettier. $curly brace day of month, after day of month, comma, $curly brace, and we don't have year. Probably don't need to do this. Const year equal to scheduled. We're already this far deep. Scheduled date dot get full year. Might also go full bore here. The year, and then at $curly brace hours colon $curly brace minutes, and then $curly brace AM PM. So there is our generate date string, and then now go ahead and inject here generate date string, and hopefully this works because I just put a bunch of work into it. So it says Tuesday. Okay, we didn't go far enough. Slice to 3, I guess. There you go. We'll send on Tuesday, December 5th, 2023 at 11:13 p.m. If we change these, breaks. Terrific. So we might have to do something similar again to this. I have to do this again, so copy this, paste it in here. That is super ugly, but let's see if it fixes it. Fingers crossed. Let's refresh. Click on this. December, January, February, and it's all because of this like little space up here. And honestly, I should probably just get rid of that space because it's really annoying, and I don't know why Twitter has it anyway. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed, please stick around for the next episode by hitting that subscribe button. You'll know exactly when it comes out, especially with that bell icon. If you did enjoy the content today, please sure to leave a thumbs up. If you did enjoy it, leave a thumbs down. Either way, it helps out with the algorithm all the same. And finally, if you have any suggestions or feedback for me, make sure you leave a comment down below. With that being said, I appreciate you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.